Why is this the fucking best CD of the year and why should we all buy this?
You know, the world's not a very friendly place right now, but it can be if you choose to just have a good time. I mean, if you just switch off, you know, world off, rock and roll on. You know, it's just like, and that's the kind of, you know, we're not a political band at all, but if we have a message, it's like, just don't take things so seriously and just grab a drink and, you know, have a good time and live it up, because, I mean, life's pretty short. Do what you want, don't do what people want you to do. I think anybody who spends their life trying to please somebody else is wasting a life, basically. So, yeah, we play the rock and roll we play. We do what we do. We drink sometimes quite a bit too much, but we never let it affect the show, and we just like to have a good time, really. Well, Spine Farm, they're sort of not revamping, but they're definitely becoming more of a staple rock label, and we definitely saw them as a new home when the option was up with Roadrunner. So definitely happy to be there and working with them. It's been going really well. So yeah, we had to swap labels, so moved to Spine Farm, and also there was some scheduling waiting for Bob, the producer, to be ready as well. So it's just mostly some scheduling stuff. Still mid last year, we were still on the road for Black Dog Barking, so we still toured, and then spent sort of the last bit of last year sort of writing and then recording early this year. Yeah.
How important were the producer, Bob Mallet, and Mike Fraser? How did they influence your music?
Well, Bob we worked with on Run 'Em Wild. We wanted to work with him ever since, and so scheduling worked out well, so we could work with him again. And he brought in, you know, the Run 'Em Wild vibe, the rawness that we had on the first record, and those kind of things. And his way of sort of looking at songs and getting the best out of us is what Bob did. And then I guess with Mike Fraser, he mixed No Guts, No Glory, but we never had him actually engineered, you know, put mics in front of cabs. So he did that, which we were really pleased to do, and we got along really well with him. And like both, obviously. And then they flew out to Australia, did the record in Australia, so it was the first album we'd done at home. So all across the board, this record's kind of a bit special in those regards, because you got the producer we worked with on our first record. We got Mike Fraser, who's a world-renowned engineer who we've always wanted to engineer, and we did it at home. So yeah, it makes it special. And I think personally, Bob, you know, personally as a drummer, the producer got more out of me. I'm not known for my flamboyant drumming, but he managed to get me to do a few more drum fills, which is a big upgrade for myself. But yeah, I mean, you know, he got me to play a lot better on, you know, just in a way of a little bit more interesting drums and stuff like that. But the record, you know, rock and roll in itself you shouldn't listen to a song, especially rock and roll, and reviewing it when you're listening to it. It should come on like the way You Could Be Mine from Guns N' Roses come on back in the early 90s. It just come on and you just rocked out. You probably thought about Terminator 2 because it was in that. Stuff like that, you know. Rock and roll should never think about it. It just comes on and you have a good time. That's what dance music's so popular. I mean, you ask anybody that's dancing to dance music who the artist is, and they won't be able to tell you, because it's just popular music. Good rock and roll songs, the same thing. It should just come on and you should just tap your foot and rock out.
What is special for you in this record?
Because it's more personalised. When I Drink I Go Crazy is not just a song title that was just, you know, that's life experiences. Thin the Blood, you know, the second verse of Thin the Blood. Saturday morning, I feel like shit. Hungover in hell, I need to get lit. Hair of the Dog sets me right. Washes away the sins of last night. That is every Saturday at home. I mean, you know, we work hard, but we we play hard. So, but that's what allows us to write these kind of songs, is because the band is about it. We're not just out just getting drunk and being idiots. We're about having a good time. You know, too many people are not having a good time. You know, you turn CNN on, you're not having a good time with the news. You know, it's like, it's with this record to us is seen as something that you can put on after a hard week, a shitty relationship, anything. Put the record on, crack a beer, forget about it.